Hi friends, today we're going to learn about the life cycle of a butterfly. In order to do that, we need to talk about this really big word called metamorphosis. The caterpillar changes into a butterfly. The change is called metamorphosis. For today's activity, you'll need a printout of the life cycle of a butterfly, crayons and markers, a scissor, and a glue stick. Let's get started. The life cycle of a butterfly happens in 4 stages. So on the bottom of the page are 4 boxes. Cut off the bottom of the page and color in the 4 boxes. Then cut the 4 boxes apart and you'll be ready to do the top half of the craft. Let's talk about the 4 stages. The first stage is the egg stage. A butterfly lays an egg. That's the first stage. The second stage is when the caterpillar hatches out of the egg. And he eats and eats and eats, and he will eat for 7 to 12 days before he goes into the third stage, the chrysalis stage. The caterpillar's skin hardened and he formed a chrysalis, and he'll stay like this for 7 to 10 days. And after 7 to 10 days, a beautiful butterfly will emerge from the chrysalis. And those are the 4 stages: egg, caterpillar, chrysalis, butterfly. And then it starts all over again. The butterfly lays an egg, a caterpillar hatches, his skin hardens into a chrysalis, and he emerges as a butterfly, and round and round. And that is the life cycle of a butterfly. If you're feeling really creative, you can do your own stages and not use the ones I've provided. I'm going to show you how to do those. I've done 3 of them, and then we'll do the 4th one together. So the first thing I did for the egg stage was I found a little white bean that I had. You can use a small button. You can roll a little egg out of Model Magic or Play-Doh if you'd like. And I glued it on a green leaf that I cut out of some paper. If you don't have green paper, you could just color white paper green and cut out a leaf. So that's the first stage, the egg stage. For the caterpillar stage, or the second stage, I found some colored buttons that I had around my house, and I glued them on another leaf that I cut out. If you don't have buttons, you can use pom-poms, stickers. You could even use a piece of pasta if you have. Whatever you have lying around your house is fine. Let's move on to the third stage, the chrysalis stage. The first thing I did is I went in my backyard and I broke a piece off a stick that I found. And then I took a piece of pasta and I had some tissue paper. If you don't have tissue paper, you could use any dark colored paper you have. I'm going to put my noodle in here, and I wrapped it around and round and round and glued it together to make my chrysalis, the third stage. Egg, caterpillar, chrysalis. Now for the butterfly. Butterfly wings are symmetrical. We talked about this earlier in the year during the winter, and we learned that our hands are symmetrical, our mittens are symmetrical. Symmetrical means the same. So butterfly wings are the same or symmetrical. Each wing matches the one on the other side. I'm going to show you how to make a symmetrical butterfly. You'll need some paper and paint for this part. So I took a piece of paper and I folded it in half and creased the edge. Then I painted on half of the paper. Now here's an example of what I did. I put paint on half of the paper, and before it dried, you're going to fold the paper and press it together. Press along the crease, and when you open it up, you have the same image on the other side. They are the same, they are symmetrical. Then I went ahead and I painted the rest of my butterfly, and before it dried, I folded my paper in half, and when I opened it up, I had the first part of my symmetrical butterfly. Now mine is dry, so I went ahead and at the fold, you're going to draw a butterfly wing. I actually drew the number 3. And now, while it's folded, I'm going to cut it out very carefully on my line. I'm going to open it up. And there is my symmetrical butterfly. I'm going to go ahead and glue it on to my life cycle. And there you have it. Well, I hope you have fun making your life cycle of a butterfly. See you next time.